Story 1. Learning to postpone gratification is key. Important goals like building wealth, advancing your career, nurturing relationships, maintaining fitness, and enhancing intelligence grow in small steps. Initially, progress may seem slow, but consistency pays off over time. Story 2. Spend time with your parents. Before you know it, they will start getting old. They will get sick. They will start forgetting. They might not even remember your face one day. They will die. It will break your heart. Story 3. Do not look for the perfect one. Improve each other every day. Do not accept the first opinion if you feel that something is wrong. Seek a second opinion. It is not the money that you earn that makes you stable, but your spending habits. Story 4. Life is too short to waste on a bad book. If you're not enjoying it, put it down and pick up another one. Save as much as you can into your pension. Sounds boring, but it can really make a difference. That hobby you've been meaning to pick up but never got around to? Just give it a go. If you've got a big scary thing to do, break it up into a lot of small steps and make yourself a list to work through. The process of ticking the steps off one by one can make something seem a lot less daunting. Get into the habit of regular exercise, even if it's just going for a walk every day. It's harder to start a new habit from scratch later on than it is to maintain an existing one. Don't fight the baldness if it comes. Embrace it and shave your head. Story 5. Get a handle on your emotional state. Learn to feel it, learn to identify it, learn to talk about it. Learning to do it later is really hard work. Be assertive about whether you want kids, and be prepared to lose love if you or your partner has to compromise on it. If you know you are not cut out for it, do not let someone tell you you are just to fill a blank in a story they told themselves when they were 6. Story 6. Don't get too stressed about finding the one. You've still got plenty of learning to do, and it's very easy to quickly get settled with a partner that's not a perfect fit for you. If you genuinely want to find a partner to share the rest of your life with, then they will have to be someone you adore and desire, and be someone you can really see yourself getting old with. If not, don't be surprised if there is trouble ahead. Story 7. Wear a condom, especially if she tells you that you don't have to. Take care of yourself. Learn about finances and how money works. You miss every shot you don't take. You miss every shot you don't take. This doesn't apply to just women. For example, have a business idea that you think would work? Start it now before you have a family depending on you for a steady income every week. Want to see the world? Do it now before you have many bills, and you can travel cheaply by splitting the cost with friends. Want to spend the summer goofing off at a low-paying but low-stress job somewhere? Better do all of that stuff now, or it will be much harder to do as you get older and have more responsibilities. Story 8. Stay fit. Do not smoke. Do not get fat. Look after your teeth better than you think you should right now. Shake all the bad habits now, or they will kick you in the ass later. Story 9. Moisturize, wear sunscreen and sunglasses. Protect your skin and eyes. Buy good shoes, good tires, and good mattresses. Protect your body with what goes between the earth and it. Eat healthy, have a balanced diet, minimize junk food, and don't smoke or drink, at least not as much as I did, and exercise. Do anything like walk, hike, or lift weights. Protect the inside of your body. You can save all the money you want, but taking care of your body is an investment in your future self. Get an annual physical and listen to your doctor. Story 10. You know that girl you have been with for years. The one that is there for you no matter how many times you mess up. The girl that stood up for you to her family and friends. That girl that had lots of choices, but for some reason, she chose you. The one that you think is boring, and there are lots of girls that give you all kinds of attention. The one that knows all your demons and still loves you. Don't cheat on her. Don't look her in the eyes every day and lie. Don't break the one person that was your rock. Don't throw everything away over a fleeting moment. It will have repercussions for years. It will eat at you. You will lie awake at night, sounding crazy, responding to online posts. Story 11. When you hear the expression, kids grow up so fast, it's literal. When you have kids, spend all the time you can with them. They really do grow up so fast. One day, when you pick your child up, you're going to put them down for the last time because they've gotten too heavy and they've grown out of it. I wanted to take my daughter to the park this weekend, but she's going into her preteens, and the park is boring now. Story 12. If sex is important to you, it is important to you. If there is a big difference in sex drive between you and your partner, make sure to talk about this, about what your expectations are from the beginning. It is a perfectly good reason to break up and to find another partner, but it can become very difficult and painful for you both the longer you are in a relationship together. Story 13. As an advocate for men's health, especially after my best friend took his life in 2022, you are worth staying. Stop worrying about praise, money, the job, the future, or anything else that induces anxiety. Just stick around and enjoy this precious gift of life. Rub your hands in the dirt. Smell some flowers. Literally go hug a tree and feel the earth. We are alive. Story 14. Do not be rude. Respect takes a long time to achieve and a moment to shatter. Be kind and make allowances for the flaws you see in others. You may not realize the flaws they perceive in yourself. Learn to count. You asked for one piece of advice and I wrote 4, including this one. Story 15. If you don't have any goals, her goals become your goals. And they might not have any goals either. Bad mix. Having a baby is really hard and expensive. Make sure it is with someone you like to spend quiet time with. Also, have fun, but with purpose and achievement. Don't just focus on getting laid. Otherwise, one day you are old and not cute anymore, and you didn't invest your time in anything but expensive dates and getting drunk. Last thing, the party does end. Men in their 50s who do cocaine and party die. Make sure you have a plan because life is longer than you think. Some things you get another chance at, others not so much. Story 16. Look after your teeth. Do not smoke. Do not be afraid of expressing emotion to your parents. Having children is the biggest commitment you will ever make. Learn a musical instrument and put time into a hobby. Be aware of your own emotions. Perspective is everything. One piece of advice. Too late now. Story 17. Try and avoid excess and obsessiveness. Seek balance in all things. Take time for your elders, listen to them, and remember they were once your age. Take into account you may one day be in their place. Consider the perspective. Respect women, other men, and children, and don't be a selfish, self-centered person. You are not a gift from God. Story 18. Here are a few. 1. Get or stay in shape. It only gets harder as you get older. Take care of your teeth. It gets very expensive and painful if you do not. Start investing for retirement. Money invested in your 20s will grow exponentially. Put the effort into maintaining your friendships. You will need them. Do not let yourself get pressured into marrying the wrong person. Can ruin your life. In general, you are going to regret the things you did not do more than the things you did. Story 19. Live with no regrets. The past is gone, and it is not coming back. I've met so many people over 40 who live in the past. I am 44 and have always been a future thinker, and I think I am better for it. Put the past in the past where it belongs. Just learn from it and move on. Story 20. If you have one foot in your past and one foot in your future, you are going to ruin your present. You will not be the same person in 20 years. Neither will your friends and any partners you have or will have. But you can make a good foundation for who you will be. Do not smoke, do not drink, keep yourself in shape. Learn to be present. Accept life on life's terms instead of your own. And take care of yourself mentally and emotionally. Story 21. Life is for living, so live it. Moderation is the key. And read a chapter of Marcus Aurelius's Meditations every day. Put an end once for all to this discussion of what a good man should be, and be one. Keep this thought handy when you feel a bit of rage coming on. It isn't manly to be enraged. Rather, gentleness and civility are more human, and therefore manlier. A real person doesn't give way to anger and discontent, and such a person has strength, courage, and endurance. Unlike the angry and complaining, the nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength. Story 22. Your life is built on what you are willing to sacrifice. If you want to make millions, you need to sacrifice time in your 20s. If you want to build a family, you need to sacrifice certain dreams and goals. Choose what you are willing to sacrifice. Or one day you will wake up with a life you do not enjoy. Story 23. Start saving for retirement now and leave it there. I promise you won't miss it. I started putting 10% in my 401k when I was 25. It's about 30 years later, and there's about $850,000 in there. Story 24. Being angry is easy. Learn about emotional intelligence and carry yourself in a mature way. Learn to trust others, help others, and, even more importantly, do not be afraid to ask for help or talk through your feelings. Listen to the advice other people give you, even if you feel like they are not successful. Surviving on this planet takes from you, and being reflective can help you learn. They might want to share this experience so that you do not make the same mistakes they did. Story 25. Live well below your paycheck when it comes to housing. Don't bother with designer names and trinkets of perceived wealth. Life is really short. Take all that excess money and do things, have experiences, buy toys like dirt bikes, electric bikes, or whatever gets you out and having fun. Include cardio in your daily or bi-daily routine. The older you get, the harder it is to stay in shape. Don't take life too seriously. Don't argue. If anything, debate. Don't make a job your life. A career isn't as rewarding as living life, not shackled to a job. Avoid manual labor at all costs. There is no sense in destroying your body for the pathetic wages any of those fields pay, unless you don't want to be very mobile later in life. Story 26. 1. Listen to women. You don't have to do everything they say, but listen more and better. So many of my regrets in life involve not hearing what women were clearly telling me. Read literature, read history, think about what you're confused about, and learn it until you understand it. Read stuff that challenges you. Read women. Go to the gym at least once a week. Do squats, bench press, run in the park. You're not trying to become Mr. Universe or break yourself. You're trying to keep this thing running smoothly for another 60 years. Do right by other people. Generosity pays dividends. Lies always come back to haunt you. Carry that person's bag. Help your older neighbors. Tell everyone you love that you love them. There are going to be people who you expect to see forever gone tomorrow. Don't regret not letting people know what they mean to you. Story 27. Drop that red or black pill, Andrew Tate toxic masculinity nonsense. You are a much better human and become a better individual when we treat others with love and respect, not hate and otherness. Story 28. She is actually not that special. It is better to be unattached and focus on loving yourself more. That will lead you to a much better relationship in the years to come, when the time is right. Story 29. Sensible. Invest spare money into something fun or get on the property ladder. Fun. Travel the world on a small budget and work your way around. Never regret your current situation. We all have choices we could have made, but it is where we are today. Story 30. I am a man in my 50s and regret most of the advice I gave in my 40s. So here is my new advice. Anytime you are not sure what to do next, the correct answer is get some exercise. It's healthy. It gets rid of inertia. It helps with depression. It often leads to social interactions, and good ideas come to you while your brain is oxygenated. This may seem like bad advice for a 20-year-old, but the point is that you need to carry those healthy habits into your 40s, which will come faster than you know. You won't be cute anymore, and if you think no one cares about you now, it will be tenfold when you get older. That's why you need to become an expert at taking care of yourself. Story 31. You are at an age when people are rushing to couple up. However, you are not done growing and changing, and most of you don't really know who you are yet. Take your time in finding both yourself and your partner. Note, I'm not saying don't date or have relationships, but don't rush. Don't partner for partnering's sake. Don't partner for infatuation or great sex. Find someone who will understand you, which implies understanding yourself, and who shares your values and goals and who will grow and change with you instead of away from you. Spending 15 years in the wrong relationship, one where you're growing apart because your goals are different. Story 32. You will always wonder when that magic day will finally arrive. The one where you know you're a real grown-up, with all of the wisdom and understanding of life, love, the universe, and everything. It never does. I'm the same goofy, fart joke-loving lunk that I was at 25 as I am at twice that age. My mind still thinks I'm 18, but nowadays my body sternly disagrees. As grown-up as you feel today is exactly how grown-up you'll ever feel. And that's okay. In fact, it's better than okay. It's a gift, but remember to always stretch before everything. Trust me on that. Story 33. A long-term relationship, such as marriage or dating, is a business partnership. Choose someone who lives a good life, makes good decisions, and is independent. Story 34. Take drugs, drink, and smoke things, but only a little. Exercise, eat well, and expand your mind, a lot. Learn to save, but also how to spend. Be as nice to others as they are to you. Know when to stop being nice and when to put your foot down. Stand your ground, but always know when to give an inch here or there. Don't seek love. It will find you. Be yourself, no matter what that means in the moment. Don't steal. Don't lie. Don't cheat others. Honor your word and always back it up with your actions. Story 35. As much as you want to party and hang out with friends, use your 20s instead to get your life together. You will never have this much energy and drive again. Your body will slow down as you approach 40. Look after your teeth.